E. Cheese's, where a kid can be a kid. Where a kid can be a kid. Where a kid can be a kid.
Hey kids, it's showtime! With Pasquale the Chef, Jasper T. Chow's, Mr. Munch, Helen Hinney, and your favorite mouse, Chuck E. Cheese!
Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's WaveCube, and to kick off the new year, I just wanted to gush about my memories with Chuck E. Cheese. I thought this would be a really fun episode to do because I have a lot to say about my memories with Chuck E. Cheese as a whole. So, like you just saw a moment ago, there are some fun little clips I wanted to throw into the beginning of this video to kind of set the stage if you don't know what Chuck E. Cheese generally is. Basically what Chuck E. Cheese was, as you're gonna see throughout this video today, throughout these clips and such, it was basically like Dave & Buster's for kids. If you know what Dave & Buster's is, basically it was this place to where you could just get together with your friends and family for birthday parties, and it's what they're mainly known for. It was just this really cool pizzeria arcade kind of experience, and today I'm gonna just be talking about all the memories and stuff with that, so I just wanted to yap about all of this. So like I said, it was a really cool place that really made you feel like a kid. That was like their slogan, basically. It was where a kid could be a kid, which I thought was pretty cool. I think just getting right into this, I grew up with the version of Chucky you're seeing throughout the video today, who had this super cool, like, 90s, 2000s, like, skater kind of, like, attitude. He went through a lot of different, like, incarnations throughout the years, because Chuck E. Cheese was founded in, like, the late 70s, and he had a lot of different mascots and such that you would see as well, and friends throughout the Chucky universe. So when you would go to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid, they had these really fun animatronic shows, where they had the different characters dancing and just singing along to like original songs they made, and stuff during the shows that was made just for it. So you could experience that while you're at Chuck E. Cheese and during your birthday party and such too. It just had this really fun vibe and overall environment. So overall, Chuck E. Cheese was pretty awesome for me. And you saw it everywhere in the 90s and 2000s, and even still now with different incarnations. Now I think we're near where it's just evolved and that thing changed around a lot. But there was a little fun fact I wanted to throw in. So Chuck E. Cheese actually has the same voice actor as Barney, the dinosaur, which I thought was really interesting, because they both were pretty popular, I think, at the time. Yeah, you'll see that design of Chucky throughout today. Yeah, I thought that was really neat. And again, his look has evolved and changed. The business of Chuck E. Cheese as a whole, I think, has remained relatively the same. But there's a lot to talk about. I'm just really excited to share with you guys today. So just a little brief history of Chuck E. Cheese. It was just this kid haven where you could play arcade games, you could play all these different experiences with your friends, enjoying pizza, of course. They're one of the most well-known things, and just having an overall just fun and great time, and just shooting the shit with like your friends and stuff. So yeah, that was awesome. And my backstory history of Chuck E. Cheese was I remember seeing commercials all the time as a kid and being like, this is the coolest place ever, in your mind. And I really wanted to go there with my friends and to have just a really great time. And I love gaming, and as you guys are probably aware of on my channel, And yeah, I just wanted to connect, I think, with other just kids and people and winning prizes, and all this was just really fun overall. You would get your tickets and your tokens to play games and earn prizes throughout your experience there. And then toward the end of your visit or whenever, you could get the prizes at like the prize counter, and they had a lot of really cool ones, like slinkies and things. But yeah, just lots of really awesome stuff like that they had overall. And I saw all these different commercials growing up, which I thought was super fun and made it really inviting of an experience. And then I think my family caught on to all of this and wanted to surprise me with my own Chuck E. Cheese birthday party, which is really fantastic. And yeah, so we went to my local Chuck E. Cheese and had all my friends that I had known at the time and such join for it. And this was around kind of like the GameCube like era, which again is like one of my favorites, and I just remembered that day pretty vividly. So kind of the sequence of events, I went to like a school carnival, I think the day before, or like I was at like a sleepover with my friend, and I don't know if you guys know much about school carnivals. Basically, like, they had dunk takes and things like that too, and you can experience and check that stuff out. And all school run, and you can win prizes and things. So yeah, we just were staying up and playing games, and then we got to go yeah, check that out, I think, together. So we all went, and just really dope time. And you walk in and you get your hand stamped with like a little mark to like indicate just like their safety procedures and stuff, and then you see the stamp when it's under like an ultraviolet light or whatever, so I thought that was neat. But yeah, so Chuck E. Cheese was just unique again because it had 2 floors in my particular location that I used to go to growing up. The first main floor had all the arcades. There was like a Dippin' Dots machine and a bunch of other just stuff, which was cool. And Chuck E. Cheese exclusive type rides that you would see at their location, a little like Ferris wheel you could sit on, and they had ones from actual arcade developers, of course, too, that you're going to see a lot of examples throughout today's video. Racing games, there was skee ball, all those kind of classics. But yeah, so the first level had all that stuff, and then the stage that you would experience during like your birthday parties, and they had these really big lawn tables, or like tables pushed together. And something that was there later, I think after my birthday, I don't remember experiencing this, but I've seen videos. They had this cool ticket grabbing machine. So it was like this little like pod they put the kids in, and or one kid, and they had air that was circulating through it, so you had to grab a bunch of tickets within like a minute or so or whatever that you got to keep. And yeah, I thought that was really fun. And I'm a big foodie. I love food, so I remember the pizza just being great. And they had lots of different kinds of like salads and sandwiches and just other kind of goodies you could get, and desserts and stuff, I believe, too. But mainly the pizza is what I mostly remember. But yeah, so there's videos, and you can see what Chuck E. Cheese kind of looks like nowadays. Which I saw a video from like Shane Dawson, I think, a couple years ago. There's like this conspiracy where do they cut out pieces of the pizza, I think, for like the employees to eat to make it look like a full pizza, but it's not, or whatever. So I remember that being interesting for the time. But yeah, I digress about that. So going back to my other memories and such. So you would wander around, and I remember having a blast with my friends. And then on the second level of the Chuck E. Cheese I was at, they had even more games. So there was like skee ball, there was like big slides that you could go through, and different like tunnels and setups for that. So yeah, really fun, of course. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of other specific types of games. So you're gonna see again throughout later in the video one of my favorites. And I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite childhood memories of a game that I used to play. Actually, there was quite a few games that I enjoyed, but there was these ones in particular that stuck out to me. So there was one called Arctic Thunder. It was a game where you rode on the back of like a snowmobile, and it was neat because they would shoot air from like the little vents attached to the arcade at you while you're playing, to kind of like simulate like you're driving down a massive like mountain and stuff like that, like because it's like all snow and things. And then you could play multiplayer with your friends. So if two machines were connected to each other, you could do like link play together. And yeah, I remember having a blast with that. So you'll see that again throughout the video too, like during the commercials and such. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. And I just love those fun arcade racer kind of games. It's really nostalgic to me. Yeah, so that alongside Crazy Taxi was another one of my favorites, where you had all the fun music and kind of crazy antics trying to like pick up the different customers and things too, passengers. But yeah, that's an example I think of some really cool games. But I would say one of my favorite arcade games that's like a core memory that I always think of with Chuck E. Cheese was this game called The Maze of the Kings, which I never knew for the longest time what the name of that game was. Basically, it ran on the game engine or a similar engine to like House of the Dead, because it was a Sega like published and like made game. So yeah, found that out like a couple years ago, and it always was bothering me forever what that was. Yeah, so with that, I think it was pretty niche because I never knew any other Chuck E. Cheese's that had that one. Whenever people talked about it, and they never ported, I think, that particular game because it was only on the maybe Dreamcast once they did, but it's never had like a modern re-release, unfortunately. So yeah, on-rails games are really fun. That's like a fun core memory. Yeah, I was watching even a video the other day of someone talking about Maze of Kings, and I'm like, oh cool, I'm not like alone feeling like I'm the only one that's played it, because I've just never seen anybody talk about it, I think, until like the past couple years. You had this cool staff gun controller, and you can kind of go through the pyramids and stuff, and it was really neat because you could pick your different types of weapons. So that included things like heavy, medium, or light types. One was, depending on which one you chose from those, it determines how much ammo you have. So if you pick the most powerful weapon, you only get like 4 shots, and then you have to reload off screen, etc. But yeah, I remember always getting stuck on that game when I played with friends, and never getting really far in it because those were pretty tough games. Yeah, it was amazing being able to finally remember what that was and just be like, oh, I do like recall this. It's really fantastic. But yeah, that was a really cool experience. And just doing a lot of research about that. But yeah, so that's a lot of the arcade experiences too. I think one of my other favorite things about Chuck E. Cheese, I just think they create such a unique, just like kids entertainment, just like vibe. Because the founders of Chuck E. Cheese was actually Nolan Bushnell, who was one of the founders and creators of the Atari games. So I think he really understood the vibes and the messaging, what he wanted to get at with. Because Chuck E. Cheese in particular was just really awesome. And he was really connected, I think, to people in gaming and the families and kids that wanted to be a part of it as well, too. So I'm very thankful for his contributions to my childhood and such. But yeah, with that being said, one of the other cool things is the Chuck E. Cheese, which actually, this particular video showing right now, is the exact one I went to as a kid. It's super nostalgic being able to come across that. They used to even have like little photo booths that would have fun little filters that you could have, and they're not just like any photo booth when you go to like Dave & Buster's. This one had like specialty branding that was Chuck E. Cheese around the border. And it looked like something you would get off like your printer, or it would be black and white or color depending on the vibe you wanted to go for. So I thought that was really interesting. But my local Chuck E. Cheese, in that video, you didn't get to see the second level, unfortunately, of the building, which is unfortunate. But it's exactly, I think, how I remembered it, and I just love being able to look back at that and just having these really great memories. I think with Chuck E. Cheese, I remembered exactly where I was when I went there, and even the day and how it panned out. where they're showing Chucky and the different TVs, and I can't remember like the specific videos I was trying to look for that used to air at Chuck E. Cheese, like on the little setups they had around. They would have like little bumpers and skits that the characters would do, that you could just kind of enjoy the atmosphere. But yeah, it's a bummer I wasn't able to find that, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But here's some gameplay of like King of the Maze of the Kings game I talked about a bit ago. So that was a lot of those main experiences again too, and I really enjoyed like the food like we talked about, and just all the games, and just having these great memories. It just makes me just a little bit sad because we don't really have an equivalent of Chuck E. Cheese today. It feels reminiscent of what it used to be, I guess, in a way, because I think so much has changed with like a lot of entertainment and things too. And I think when they got rid of even the tokens, that was really unfortunate, because that's such a core part, I think, to Chuck E. Cheese. I even watched a video, I think, the other day where somebody went to their local Chuck E. Cheese, and the ones nearby them, they had this like framed picture of all the different Chuck E. Cheese years and the tokens that associated with it, which was cool, because I mentioned it's from 1977, when Chuck E. Cheese was founded, and they had all the different cards and stuff like that, and you would see this at Dave & Buster's now, like it's just mainstream, it's just what the collective is now. But yeah, it's kind of a shame, because I think it's touched me and a lot of other people for their overall experience and memories. So it's cool to, again, look back on that. So I remember I had a Chuck E. Cheese that one day for my birthday I was talking about, and just hanging out was a blast. And I think even one time the kids at like my party, they pooled their tickets together to be able to get me like something, because like the prices or the ticket amounts were so high. So I can't remember what that specific thing was. Maybe it was like a Slinky or like whatever, or like they have different plushies, and I think they had like a little pinball board game and just some fun little knickknacks and things. Typical stuff I think you would see at an arcade. But yeah, just being immersed in the whole experience, and I think it's so important to have places like this. So that's a lot of the main things, again, about Chuck E. Cheese. I think just all the characters were really cool. I remember going up to Chucky himself and being like, oh wow, this is awesome, being able to interact with him himself, like the character, and he was just really expressive, and you really got into just the environment and vibes. And I even found some old like employee training videos that were deliberate to make sure they never expose like the magic of Chucky, which kind of reminded me of like Disney World and stuff too. They want to make everything feel as real as possible, so then you're as immersed in the whole experience as possible. And yeah, that he's real, and you could be a part of the whole journey, and it's gonna create those core memories and things. But yeah, I thought that was just the best. That a lot of generations got to do that. And again, crazy how much Chucky's changed over the years and throughout the decades. And I remember catching all these commercials on like Cartoon Network, and these just kind of being in my subconscious brain whenever I think of it. But yeah, just made me appreciate gaming, I think, as a whole, because Atari and Nolan Bushnell were pioneers in that, and arcade gaming so much more. I would never have discovered a lot of these games if it wasn't for that, because arcades are kind of dying, or like it's not, I think, as it used to be, because you don't have an experience where it's like Dave & Buster's, and they have fun games, and they have it for adults and things like that too, and just a lot of the magic and soul, I think, is gone when you don't have these characters and these environments. It's like a theme park, I guess, aesthetic wise, and not a lot of like third spaces, which I've talked about in my other videos, where it just was a fun, cool hangout spot for kids. It was specifically for them, and you could just really get lost in everything. Yeah, it's unfortunate we don't have something like that now, and it just, nothing I don't think has captured a similar vibe. And I think Chuck E. Cheese has kind of gone downhill in some ways, you could say, and just not being as successful, I think, as it used to be. And I don't know, I guess, how much longer it's going to be able to last, I think. They tried to do different things in regards to modernizing it and trying new locations and things of that nature, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what the future holds. They, I think, have tried to do like little pop-up things, but yeah, so again, so much fun making this video and being able to experience things like this. And I remember even like those Flash games that they had on like the website growing up. I have a reviewer I watched, his name's Wii Viewer, because he liked to review Wii games, and one of the ones he did was the Chuck E. Cheese game, and he does like Switch game reviews now too. But I remember the Chuck E. Cheese game was like a party game, and it recreated a lot of the iconic games from it. And just being a kid, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And I've gone, because I actually was able to experience it, and just fun mini games. And so that was another way to get connected, I guess. Yeah, I just think Chuck E. Cheese was in the zeitgeist of pop culture and just things to kind of reminisce about. And if you've never been to one before, or you've never even known that this was a thing, you should take some friends or like your family or like whatever to check it out, because I highly recommend it. I think you'll have a really great time and be pleasantly surprised just about all the whole environment and everything. And they even partnered with different companies too for advertising. So like Sonic, for example, they did giveaways, and I'm a big Sonic fan, so I thought that was pretty awesome. And I think just kind of a lightning bottle experience. You just kind of had some of the vibes. You had to be there, I guess, in a sense. Yeah, I just thought Chucky's design was neat. All the characters, the food, the arcades. And yeah, just trying to think if there's anything else that I remember about those times. I think just kind of running around with my friends and getting excited, and remembered what was so cool. You could redeem your tickets actually in this like ticket munch machine, and it was like those little details that adds to everything. So you take your stack of tickets you won from the entire day, right? And you save them for when you go to, for when you go next time maybe, or for a big prize. And then if you decide to get it that day, put it in the machine, and it would start making sound effects like it's eating the actual ticket that's going through the rolling of the tickets. It's like chomping it. So yeah, I just thought that was like a fun way to gamify kind of Chuck E. Cheese. And using your tickets was cool. It makes you more excited, I think. That made you actually really want to go. And I didn't realize all the little intricacies that they tried to do to make sure that you had the best time possible for every step of the timer that you're there. Just a paradise, and it had like very American kind of like vibes too, kind of instilled. Yeah, I think the rest of the day, I wanted to say, I think I remember going home after that party and played, I think, a Beyblade game on my GameCube with a friend, and into the night, and it was just a lot of fun, kind of looking back on that. And I never even really watched Beyblade very much, but I enjoyed just a lot of different kind of games at the time. And I remember getting that again recently, or the past couple years, after I think selling it, but that particular GameCube game. But yeah, I think that was a birthday gift I might have even received, and when I first got it as a kid. And I remember just running home with my friend and having just such a blast with all the games, and just talking about I think little basketballs that we got for our prize too as well, and getting home, popping in that game, and just kind of relaxing. And yeah, that was really fun playing multiplayer during that. But yeah, Chuck E. Cheese is cool, like I've said a lot, and it's just cool to think about and reminisce. And I hope you get to reminisce in the comments as well. If you have any memories of Chuck E. Cheese, or if you're excited about going, I'd love to know your thoughts on this. And because this was a lot of fun to kind of look back on and remake and just talk about my time with all of this. But yeah, I think a lot of people of this generation have those memories. And once again, Chuck E. Cheese was just about enjoying your time, making your great connections, and being with your friends before even social media blew up, where it was a perfect storm of you're all just kind of in the moment. No one's on their phone. You're just having a great time, having fun too. You're really kind of in you're like in person and you're not really thinking about, I think, much else. Because we've lost, I think, a lot of that too, and you can really appreciate everything because you're in the moment with Chuck E. Cheese, and you're not scrolling, or it was just this really fun bastion, and you just can be in the moment with everything, and because your attention's undivided to what you're doing. And even in this footage, you get like the little crown I forgot, and like the little balloon, and the little goodie bags for like the birthday, and like fun little mementos you could take home too that they were thoughtful of. And I still even have my tokens, I think, somewhere from Chuck E. Cheese from like 20 plus years ago, which is crazy to think about. And it's been so long, and I think 2016 was the year when they introduced the cards and got rid of the tokens. So yeah, I experienced Chuck E. Cheese again mostly through like the 2000s, and I just kind of didn't think much of it anymore, because you get older and stuff, and just life happens, and you'll see, I think, commercials and stuff pop up every so often, or social media, and you're just like, oh yeah, that was a fun time to look back on. And yeah, just enjoying all that kind of pop culture kind of stuff too, the Flash games, the characters, etc. And the musical numbers and stuff too, which even the little soda machines, like the fun, like kind of retro aesthetic. There'd be like the little token machines, of course. That's how you got your tokens, when you would put in the tokens and things. So yeah, the one that just popped up there. And yeah, they revamped Chucky, and now he's much smaller now. And he has like a completely different design. He's actually voiced by Jarrett Reddick, who, if you don't know who that is, he's actually one of the lead singers of Bowling for Soup, which is really funny because that's a Sonic promo I talked about earlier. He did the main theme for Sonic Unleashed. He sang that, and it's kind of funny how that came full circle. You could say that connection. But yeah, they try to make Chucky younger and more appealing to kids, and makes sense because you want to have a mascot like connect with the target demographic, and times changing. So I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, so Chuck E. Cheese, it was definitely an awesome time growing up. But now just things have changed, and I think rebrands happen. You just kind of have to accept that, and it's just fun just to be nostalgic and reminisce, and seeing the stuff on display or in the memories of that nature. When you see like other people talk about it, it's a little bittersweet. I think always a good time to think about and reflect, and you'll catch little bits and pieces maybe on their YouTube channel every so often. Like there's an official Chuck E. Cheese YouTube channel. I found like new music videos they'll drop, and if you're curious about that, you should check it out. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. So I think that's a lot of the overall main stuff I wanted to talk about for Chuck E. Cheese. I think I covered everything that I could think of. But yeah, I'd love to hear again about your history with Chuck E. Cheese in the comments. Once again, too, or if you have any questions and stuff that you have about what I talked about today. Maybe about like the arcades or the other kind of games that might have popped up too. Maybe like how the staff treated that and all those things. I love to have a discussion and a dialogue about it in the comments, but I really appreciate you guys, I think, joining me on this journey, because I had a really fun time again making this video, and just reminiscing once again, and just talking about with other friends, and now seeing Chuck E. Cheese. I still have a few locations I think left in my state, which is really awesome that it's not completely dead yet, and I hope maybe a resurgence with maybe new pop-ups that they're experimenting with can maybe have like a second life to Chuck E. Cheese. So I'm crossing my fingers, but with that, thank you all for your time today. I really appreciate you listening to me yap about stuff. And before we go, there's a little section at the end of some fun like little clips and things that I think is a great bookend to kind of capture the whole experience of Chuck E. Cheese again. So with that, I've been WaveCube. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you around next time. Take care.
Where in the world can a kid just be a kid? At a place like no other in the world, Chuck E. Cheese's.
Chuck E. Cheese's, where a kid can be a kid.
For more than 30 years and more than 550 locations, Chuck E. Cheese's has been America's #1 place for fun, for kids of all ages and their families. Maybe it's because we have the coolest interactive games and rides out there. From great classics to the newest, most exciting and irresistible ones. And we never stop traveling the world to keep finding even better ones. Because, as any kid will tell you, there are never enough ways to have fun. Or maybe folks love us because all our games are just one token. And the tickets kids win can get them the coolest prizes. It's a unique formula with universal appeal. Start with a golden token. Turn it into fun and games, which turns into tickets, which turn into prizes in the hands of smiling kids.
It all starts with one of these.
What more could you want? How about the fact parents can relax, knowing their kids are perfectly safe, because our Kid Check system makes sure every parent and child receives the same numbered hand stamp, so everyone who comes together leaves together.
Got it.
Or how about knowing we make eating entertaining? Dig in so many great ways. We make our pizzas only from dough made fresh every day, never frozen. We use only the freshest ingredients and toppings, and we oven bake every one to order. At our salad bar, we offer more than 40 garden fresh made items to make a salad just the way you like it. Plus, we tempt your taste buds with delicious sandwiches and mouth-watering buffalo wings. Did I also mention that along with free admission, we have free tubes, free tunnels, and free Chuck E. shows? And the last great reason you'll never go hungry for fun at Chuck E. Cheese's? We throw an action-packed birthday party every kid would wish for, because it's a real blast with our amazing ticket blaster for the birthday kid. Plus crowd-pleasing party platters and so much more. It's all the fun, none of the cleanup, because we do the work.
It's a blast!
So you see, when you mix great fun and great food with great kids and their families, plus add in a lovable mouse and a cast of kid-friendly, fun-loving characters, there really is no place in the world quite like Chuck E. Cheese's, and no feeling on earth quite like the one kids feel when they leave us.
Tall kids, short kids, big kids, little kids, all colors of the rainbow kids, just kids.
So come on, America. Come on, world. Come on and join the fun at Chuck E. Cheese's, where a kid can be a kid.
It's the red day is dawning, and the lightning cracks the sky. They raise their hands to the heavens above with resentment in their eyes. Running back through the mid-morning light, there's a burning in my heart. We're banished from the time in the fallen land to a life beyond the stars. In your blackest dreams, see to believe our destiny is tied. And then the sea will all be free tonight. And on the wings of a dream, so far beyond reality.
Poggers!